Well, good morning, Sambo on Saturday, and these segments are brought to you and supported by the Gawler Business Development Board. And today we are at a very interesting store in Gawler, and it's the Wholesome Living Store, and Vicki is here, started it up from nothing, and today we have everything that's wholesome living. No plastics and all that. You bring along your own material and fill them up with some wholesome food, and away you go. And Vicki, what a store you got here. I mean, this is just absolutely fantastic. And could you tell us, please, a bit about your idea of the store, the type of material you have in here, please?
Yes, well, thank you for liking the store. Yeah, and thank you. The store is all about eco-friendly living, with reducing the amount of plastic that we all use and have. So it's built over time. I sort of listen to what people want, and if there's a need for it, then I get it in.
Yeah. Now, well, certainly the products you have in here is such a variety, and as we walked in the door, the beautiful smell, it's got a smell of saying, well, you know, this is how everything should smell from the outside. As you say, getting rid of the plastics and all that, and pretty well all your products are here in glass, and people come in with their glass jars and fill it up with the quality of the items that they would want.
That's right.
By way of advice to people, I mean, you know, certainly a bloke like me come in and say, well, what's that? How do you, this knowledge, I mean, it must be a lot of looking into and speaking to people from, say, the Brookmans of the food forest and things like that as regards to what products they use, even down to the point of scents and to get rid of any smells that may well occur in a home. So, you know, this training has probably taken many years, and you pass that on to your customers?
Absolutely, yes. So I've always been concerned of my sort of footprint on our planet.
Yep.
So I've always, you know, tried to do my bit.
Yep.
And learned, you know, a lot more over the years.
Yep.
A lot of my research, you know, I look up as well, you know, online.
Hey, Google.
Yeah, Google's a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't claim to be the expert, because there's a lot of my customers have also been conscious of what they're doing. You know, some of them far longer than, you know, myself.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But, you know, what I do know, I absolutely would share, you know, help people. You know, the new customers that come in, you know, I try and show them around, let them know what they can do, and with the weighing of the jars and things like that. So.
Yeah. Well, I think this is one of the things about Gawler with what it provides. You know, we're servicing 85,000 odd people a day that come to the community, but we've got a lot of secrets here. And one of the things that I spoke to you before about, how do people get to know where you are? You're on the corner of two major roads with a very busy roundabout where everybody's thinking, can I get around here without getting a prank, and all that sort of stuff. So that's one of, you become one of Gawler's secrets. How long ago did this happen that you moved in here? So
I moved to this location last July.
Yep.
So I think that's 17 months.
Yep.
Yeah, so the post office helped to sort of, that was my walk by at the time. Yeah. I did have a few other customers because I originated the store elsewhere, so they, you know, would frequent and word of mouth. Yeah. And so it's been, I suppose it is, you know, been a slow realise that I'm here, you know, with not being on the main street, but this is a great spot. You can park at least, and you know, people are word of mouth, and I've got, you know, my social media that I'm on as well.
Yeah, I think that's so important. As you said, the post office next door, it's a central point for people to come.
Yep.
Out of the Main Street area, which sometimes is quite hard to get a park or not knowing where the parks are. But the big thing about it is word of mouth. Yes. Without a doubt.
Absolutely.
I mean, like a customer comes in and gets exactly what they want. They go back home, they tell their friends, their neighbours and all that, so that's how your business will grow. So
that's the best way.
And Gawler is full of those type of businesses, and most importantly, it's a personal touch, and that's what I've felt in being here with you this morning, is that the personal touch is coming out of you will actually answer any questions that I might have about any particular thing, even right down to the cards, when us blokes get in the doghouse, we need a card to take home to sweeten up the wife and all that sort of thing. You've thought of everything, and as you said, with your material, all made out of recycled timber and produced by the men's shed in Gawler. I mean, that is itself is fantastic, and keeping it really natural. So where to from here? I mean, basically just keep building it up and adding. Naturally, you listen to what the people are asking for too.
That's correct. So yes, from here, I've got a lot more range on my list.
Yep.
There's a room out the back that I'm having fixed up a bit, and so
Great.
people can be able to have workshops and meditation and things like that.
Yeah,
people can
that's
either
good.
hire have a group. So yeah, there's lots.
Yeah.
As I said to you earlier, put nice veggie, raised beds out the front. So
that's great. Yeah,
so people can either have herbs or veggies that they can.
And all locally made.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
No, well, that's it. I mean, like I look back, not over many years ago, but the time seems to go quick, but I would bring my motorbike in here, because this used to be Bike Works by Stewie Bates, and it was full of motorbikes. So it's completely different. The other part about it, eco-friendly products. Is it very hard to get them, or do you have to really shop around to get eco-friendly products?
Yeah, it is hard to find, and one of my other philosophies of the store is it has to be ethical.
Right.
People need to get the right money for what they're doing.
Yep.
So it is hard, but over the years now, I've got a lot of suppliers, and in my spare time, if I have any, I'm always looking for, on the internet for more.
Yeah. 5 days a week, 7 days a week.
5 days.
5 days.
Yes, so Tuesday to Saturday.
Tuesday to Saturday.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's great. And, we've had this terrible infectious thing that we've seen to be going all around the country, and I think South Australia is one of the best places to be at the moment, the way it is. Has it in any way made a difference to the trade? Are people sort of wanting to see everybody in masks and all this sort of stuff? I mean, what's your comments to do with what's happened?
Oh, I think that everyone's suffered something with the virus.
Yep.
Early days, it was sort of putting me on the map when everyone was crazy shopping for all the flowers and the toilet paper. They realised that I had it in bulk, so it was good. Also, I introduced the milk at that stage, but now I feel that the community's suffering a bit, financially and all of that. So, so business can be a bit slow on days, but but I understand, because it's
something
hard.
we didn't want.
That's
for
right.
sure. Yeah. And of course the festive season's coming on at the present moment, and gifts and I could see the cushions and all those sort of things and so forth. So there's really something for everybody.
Absolutely.
So are you getting lined up to the point of where there's going to be some sort of special gifts? I mean, I think the most important message is come on in and see what you've got. And as I quite often have said, we've got a lot of little business tucked away that are well worth coming to see. So you've got some plans for Christmas?
Yes, I've got, I'm ready to do a bit of a Christmas buying, for people for gifts.
Yep.
So African baskets are always a really good cellar.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I've got the Booty bamboo range, so that's good. But no, there'll be some good things coming out soon.
Yeah. Well, as you said before, you're extending out towards the back there, and that's just fantastic. And I noticed just by walking into the back room there a minute ago, the beauty of this place is that you feel relaxed, and when you walk into that room, as you say, with meditation, and that maybe bit by bit there could be some people out there that might think, well, I might go and have a chat to Vicki. It may well be that might fit in with the business, and as you say, with the bread, where you're actually getting the lady up the road to make the bread, which is really wholesome stuff. So
absolutely.
That's great there. And so, as I said, from here, the plans are to just keep it going, build it up in what way you can. And because you're doing it all by yourself, it sometimes is quite a tie.
Yes.
So probably going home some nights and you think, wow, that's another hard day's work or whatever. But it's rewarding to you.
Absolutely, it is.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Just having even, I'm community focused anyway, but I feel like that I have my own community of the customers that come in here.
Yeah.
All very like-minded. Have some great chats, and it is worth it.
No, that's really good. Well, look, Vicki, thanks so much for talking to us today, and I hope that the people watching this will just take 10, 15 minutes or a half an hour to come on in and call in here where it is at the roundabout up at Williston and that sort of thing, and pop into the Williston Post Office, and plenty of parking there, and from that on I'm sure they're going to be wanting to come back all the time. So all the very best for the festive season and for the future, and we look forward to catching up with you again sometime. Thank you
very much.